Jordan Gainey's childhood dream of playing for Tennessee is coming to a close. Today, he'll play on his home court one final time on senior day. Also, one of the last times he'll play for his dad, the associate head coach, Justin Gainey. What these last 2 seasons on Rocky Top have meant to the transfer, on full disclosure. When you get prepared to come back out onto the court, what are maybe some of the memories that are flooding through your mind?
It's a lot of different memories. I go back to whenever I first came here, and that was when I was in the USC Upstate jersey and had to play against Tennessee. And then I look at it from the other perspective about like how I'm here now, and it's really like crazy because I went from playing against them and then playing with them and making those guys my brothers and just being able to really wear the Tennessee brand and call them my brothers is just truly amazing.
There was a certain summer workout you had with a pair of BFLs. Do you remember that summer and how that workout went?
Yeah, it was great. You know, we worked out just about every day that summer. Me, Lamonte, and Jordan Bowden, and it was just great. You know, we competed every day. We worked out with G and played one-on-ones until for hours, just going at it. But it was amazing. You know, those guys are great. They're legends here, and I learned a lot from them.
Do you know what they told Coach Barnes and the coaching staff like after those workouts ended?
Now I do,
Okay.
but like after the workouts, I didn't. Seeing what those guys really had to say about me and how they talked highly about me to Coach Barnes is special because they saw the talent in me. And I was just a kid at Upstate at that point, you know, just trying to get to those guys' level and like be like those guys. And
Well, what Lamonte and them did say is that if you did decide to transfer, that you were one of them. He said that he is one of us. So to hear and learn that they said that about you, and then now you are here and you are one of them wearing the orange and white, how special has that transition been for you?
It's been amazing. They were in my shoes at one point, and now I'm doing what they did, and just being able to, you know, learn from what they did. You know, we still go back and watch film from whenever they were playing and what sets they ran and all this. But you know, just being able to wear the orange and white just like them is truly an honor because not everyone gets this opportunity every day. But I'm lucky enough to have the opportunity, you know, to represent this brand and represent what this culture is really about.
Rick Barnes says his only regret with you is that you weren't here all 4 years, but in just 2 years you've become part of the family. How special is it to be viewed like that in just a short amount of time?
It's special because it really like shows what this program is all about and how it's just really built on culture and a brotherhood and a family. That's really the main reason why I did choose Tennessee because, you know, after the first phone call, I knew what it was and I knew how everyone was a family here. But, you know, like Coach Barnes said, I wish I could have been here for 4 years as well. But, you know, it was a part of my journey and just being here for 2 and just making an impact how I did and really calling this place home is just amazing.
You've always had this chip on your shoulder. You've had this underdog mentality. How do you think that's fueled you here specifically in your career at Tennessee, so much so that Cade Phillips says you're the best sixth man in the country?
You know, it's just always been a motivation for me because like growing up, I wasn't really recruited in high school. I went to prep school and everything, and I had to take a different route to get to where I am now. And if I didn't have a chip on my shoulder and didn't have like a underdog mentality, I wouldn't be here. So just being able to carry that every single day in practice and every single day when I step on the court is just something I have to do because I have to continue to build on that to get to where I really want to go because I did that to get here. So just being able to have that dog mentality every time I step foot on the court is what we need here and what I have to bring every day for the team.
Do you think your mom's the most excited that you're at Tennessee Vol?
Yeah, I can say my mom for sure, and my youngest brothers. They're probably the most they were the most happy that I did come. You know,
Yeah.
just so I can go to their games, go home, see them, and just be with them a lot more now. Because before I could probably see them once a month, maybe
Oh, wow.
if they could come and watch a game or come to Spartanburg, whenever. But I know my youngest brother is for sure happy.
It's important to make the right decisions, like when to go for it on 4th down, or when to kick the field goal or go for the touchdown. It's also important to make the right insurance decisions, too. That's why my office, Trey McAdams State Farm, is here to help you select the right protection at the right price. Our office will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages, so you'll know what to expect when the unexpected happens. With Trey McAdams State Farm, it's easy to make the right call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Proud sponsor of the Tennessee Vols.
Your dad is obviously the associate head coach for Tennessee. He tried to kind of be neutral in the deciding factor on whether you came here or not. But it was interesting when you go back a couple of years to that exhibition game against Michigan State. He had a comment that he said he couldn't even watch you take free throws. Now he's watching you hit game winners against Illinois. How special has it been to have him by your side in this journey?
It's special, because I didn't know what to expect whenever I first got here. He told me about it, but it's like you can't really prepare yourself for what's yet to come here at Tennessee. But just to see the growth that we've had from when I first stepped on campus to now is just truly amazing, because at first I didn't know how to be coached by him. I didn't know how he was as a coach. But now it's like I see him and it's business every time we step foot on the court. And having that last year up under my belt to really get things figured out and the flow of everything, and use what I learned from last year to bring it to this year has been helping me tremendously, and it's made me a better person on and off the court.
How is he as a coach?
He's good, and I love him. I love all the coaches, but he's a character. Everyone calls him OG because he's like really hip to everything, but whenever it's go time in his business, he's all about business, just like the rest of the coaches.
When you can look back at your last 2 seasons, what's the one game, the one practice you think will stay with you after your career ends?
Ooh. I would say my very first practice would stand out, and then our very first pickup run we had here last year. It was very intense, a lot of talking back and forth, but it was fun. And we probably stayed in the gym till like 3 a.m. that night just talking. It was like me, DK, Josiah, Zakai, Tobey, and Shaq and Jonas. But a good conversation we had, lasted a long time, just building the connection, building the bond early.
How much did that moment, that night, let you know like this is a special place, and maybe you feel a lot of gratitude in that moment that you were able to come here?
It was great because it was like the first time the whole team was there, and probably like 8 of us stayed after and just really got to really know each other, and just really building that connection was special, and being able to really fill each other out and get that connection going, and really like wash everything off and just be able be ourselves.
You talk about the underdog mentality. You talk about how your dad is very locked in as a coach too. But if you can maybe flip that switch off and think about what it might be like walking on the court after Saturday's game, how special do you think that moment will be, knowing that your dad walking next to you has been your coach and your coach has been your dad? Like, how special do you think that moment will be for you?
It's going to be special because not everyone gets that opportunity, and it's really a dream come true, just being able to be coached by my dad and be coached by a Hall of Fame head coach. Is just, you really could have asked anything better. If anyone could ask their kid what they wanted to do, or if they wanted to play basketball, and ask who they wanted to be coached by, they obviously say their dad. But when I walk off the court, I'm gonna be like, wow, like, this is amazing. I really got to live out a dream that I've always had. And, we just got to grow a connection, but we still have business to handle and got more games to win.
Awesome. Thanks, Jordan.
Thank you so much.
Of course. So make sure you stay tuned for all the special moments on Senior Day that'll happen after the game that you can find right here on Full Disclosure. I'll talk to you guys later today.